Matt Kenseth moments ago taking the checkered flag in the Coca-Cola 600 to score his first NASCAR Winston Cup win, an image that'll be etched in his mind for the rest of his life.
Yeah, you might win 100 races, but that first one, you can never duplicate that feeling.
He really tore it up, didn't he?
All right.
Yeah. You see all the flash bulbs going off? I mean, folks know that they saw history made tonight.
Sliding through the grass, doing the victory donuts. Went around the racetrack for a victory lap backwards. Now he's coming back around for a victory lap in the proper race direction, and he'll be rolling into the winner's circle set up at the start-finish line momentarily. Well, I'll tell you what, the 175,000 here tonight saw an absolutely terrific race. It really was very enjoyable. Here are the unofficial results. Kenseth with his first Winston Cup win. Bobby Labonte finishing second for a third straight race here. The Earnhardts, well, Dale Jr. had one of the dominant cars of the night, lost some track position on his final pit stop, and only managed to get back from 6th to 4th in the final run of the race. Top 10 for Steve Park after an early spin out at lap 81. Jeff Gordon wound up in 10th position after just fighting his car all night long. And there he is. The celebration is about to begin. And let's go to Ken Squire with our race winner.
A rookie has done it, but it was a dark horse from Cambridge, Wisconsin. This Badger just kept digging. Matt Kenseth, 28 years of age, has done it. A rookie has won the Coca-Cola 600, and here he is. Matt, congratulations. Beautifully driven race from top to bottom.
Man, I can't believe how good our race car was. Robbie and the guys did a great job. Dewalt Ford was really good all night. I can't thank Mark Martin and Jack Roush enough for this opportunity. If I just had one wish to come true right now, I wish my dad was here with me today to share in this moment. But I really have to thank the Lord for this great opportunity he's given me.
Last 100 miles, were you pretty confident that you had it?
No, I sure wasn't. I wasn't confident we had it until then. I was using the tires pretty hard to try to keep Bobby behind me, and I didn't know whether he was saving it or whether he was going wide open, and I couldn't run any harder.
Well, you certainly ran it hard here at the finish. Labonte started to make a run. We thought he was going to come back. Did you get any messages from along pit road here?
I can't believe it.
Here's Mark Martin. Pretty excited about this victory for Roush, Mark?
Yeah, this is fantastic. Robbie Reiser and Matt Kenseth are real special, man. This is great. This is Matter. He's earned it, and they're going to win a bunch more of them.
Well, I'm sure you are. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Ken. Appreciate it.
Here's Jack Roush right here. Jack, you've got to be thrilled with the performance of this rookie tonight. Jack.
Yeah, Matt has just done a great job. Of course, you know, Mark Martin is part of the ownership of this team, too. And Mark identified Matt as a guy that could do it all. And, you know, Matt is mature, and he is with Robbie Reiser, and they're just, they've got everything they need right now.
Yeah, they sure matured tonight. That's for darn sure. Congratulations once again to Matt Kenseth and Roush Racing here in victory lane at the start-finish line.
Terrific win for Matt Kenseth. The other big rookie story of the night was Dale Earnhardt Jr., who came out 6th after the final pit stops, only could get back to 4th position. Mike Hogwood is with him.
And he's about 10 feet from victory lane, because I know you're going to say hi to your friend Matt Kenseth. I know you're disappointed, but you feel good for Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I don't know what we did on that last set of tires, but I really struggled on them. We weren't the car we were prior to that, but Matt and them guys were consistent all night. They deserve it, especially after California. Pretty happy for him. He's a class act.
Is it really disappointing to you to just dominate tonight, and then on that last pit stop, you get back a little bit and just can't get it back to the front?
I didn't feel like we dominated as much as everybody probably thinks we did. I was really having to hustle to keep the car under me a lot of the time, and it was a fun night. I mean, I had a good time racing with my dad. Got to do that quite a bit, and run 4th in a race. We had a good chance to win, but we lost the match. So it ain't too bad.
All right, we'll let him go say hi to his friend in the rookie class, Matt Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wants to go congratulate him.
He led 175 of the 400 laps tonight, did Dale Earnhardt Jr., but as you heard there, just didn't have the explanation for what went wrong in the final 30 laps of this one. And he wound up finishing 4th tonight after appearing to be well on his way to a victory. It's one of the great things about this sport, that people who are such competitive rivals on the racetrack can be such great friends as well, and happy for the other guy when he wins. Back with more of the story of the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte in just a minute. Billy, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, you coming to me direct out of commercial? Gotcha. You gonna have me throw it to Jim Hoover? Okay, thanks. Okay. They're coming to me right out of commercial. Okay. Okay. Welcome back to the Lowe's Motor Speedway. The Coca-Cola 600 has just completed. We're standing with the man who finished third, Dale Earnhardt. Pretty good run. How pleased are you with that?
Well, pretty happy with finishing, but we had a car that was a little too tight that last couple runs, and I thought I could run with Matt and him after we adjusted the car, but it's still just a little tight off. But had a pretty good night. It ended up better than we thought we had. It, you know, as the night was going on, we was getting tighter and tighter, and we kept adjusting the car. And after it rained, it seemed the car was a little better.
Dale Earnhardt Sr., he finished third. Let's go to Marty Snider.
Well, Bobby Labonte pedaled hard and got as close as the Matt Kenseth bumper, but couldn't quite get around. Was the car not as good in that last segment, or what?
Oh, it was fast. Matt was just a little faster than we were. So, you know, good job for Matt and them, their whole crew. And our Interstate Batteries Pontiac, you know, our guys did a great job tonight. You know, we came from starting seventh, and struggled last weekend during the Winston, and came back and, you know, run really good tonight. It seemed like our car worked better after the sun went down than it did beforehand, but, you know, thank goodness we did come home second. It was a good run for us.
I know you had the $1 million on your mind as well, and it's the third straight second-place finish. I'm sure that's getting old for you.
Really, you know, funny, you don't even think about it out there, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter, you know, just trying to get first, and, you know, Matt, we thought we had something for Matt there at the end, but his car was just a little bit better than us through the middle of 3 and 4, and I could beat him a little bit in 1 and 2, but it didn't really matter. He beat us, so that's the way it goes.
As the fireworks go off at the Lowe's Motor Speedway, Bobby Labonte finishes second.
And the celebration continues in the winner's circle for Matt Kenseth. After taking the Coca-Cola 600 tonight, let's take you back through the full finishing order now and give you the final results on tonight's race. Kenseth, the winner, followed by Bobby Labonte, the two Earnhardts, Dale Jarrett with a top 5 run. The rest of the top 10, including Rusty Wallace, overcoming the 2 pit road speeding penalties earlier in the race, and Steve Park, who had a spin out back at lap 81. A little deeper into the field, Jeff Burton came up with an 11th place run. Ward Burton fought back from some handling problems in the early stage of the race that got him a lap down to finish in 13th position. He was the second car a lap down. Mark Martin also a lap down to the race leader. Elliott Sadler started 41st, wound up 21st. Robert Presley, we rode with him tonight with a fairly ill-handling car that He did a great job of keeping off the wall despite it running up the top of the racetrack on him a number of times through the evening. P.J. Jones started the car that Robbie Gordon finished, looking now at some of the drivers who failed to finish tonight's event. And that's the way that they ran in the Coca-Cola 600 tonight. Had some 20 lead changes, better than 20 lead changes in this event. Guys, I just enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it was my pleasure to be with you tonight, you and the doctor. I thought we had a good race from the green flag all the way to the checker flag, and that's very unusual for a race of this magnitude. 600 miles and this kind of race all night long.
Kids sure showed the way tonight, didn't they? This sport has got a great future.
25 lead changes among 11 drivers. Matt Kenseth is the winner. Let's go to Jim Huber.
Alan, you have seen something very special to American society tonight. Racing, particularly stock car racing, is a culture unto itself. Nothing on earth can compare to it. I mean nothing. Not merely inside this track where every single seat and almost all of the available breathing space was consumed, but outside along the winding pathways where you could purchase everything from a Mark Martin street sign to a mounted, multicolored Jeff Gordon bass. This piece of property was, tonight, the third largest city in North Carolina. Over 250,000 people, many having paid upwards of $100 a ticket, most of whom began gathering for this race in the torrid sunshine some 6 hours ago, or 60 years ago, depending upon your point of view. And not one of them left this track, despite lightning crashing down around us and rains heavy enough to force a nearly 1 hour interruption. And who are they? From the bearded, beer-bellied guy in the Dale Earnhardt T-shirt to the suited captain of industry. From the infield to the luxury suite, they are not simply attracted to the sport, but absolutely devoted. Do they come like the Romans of old to cheer for the lion, as some have derisively suggested? Only if that lion wears a 3 or a 24 or a 43, or in this case a 17, on its side and is chasing the next guy's lamb. Every fan, every soul to enter here tonight seems to have worn his allegiance on his or her sleeve, and they will go to war in his honor. Believe that. So what you have seen is as important to American society and American history as any archaeological find anywhere. We will be right back to Lowe's Motor Speedway right after this.
Not many are leaving. They're just sitting in their seats, just amazed, fascinated by what they have seen. In sport, as in life, there are old lions and there are young lions. Tonight, the young lions rule here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr., fourth place, congratulating none other than Matt Kenseth from Wisconsin. It's always exciting to celebrate a new name breaking into Winston Cup's role of all-time heroes, and you can mark my word, Matt Kenseth is going to be one of them. It's been several years now and they've been talking about him, and he represents the very best of American stock car racing. Ask anybody up in Madison, Wisconsin, and they would have told you 8 years ago, we've got a guy that's as good as anybody in the game. And tonight he has proved it against the very best in the sport. Matt Kenseth, a rookie, rules supreme here at Lowe's Motor Speedway in the 41st running of the Coca-Cola 600. Tonight, youth rules for sure. Our next race coverage will be Saturday, July 22nd from Pocono, Pennsylvania, with the Pocono 500 weekend. And don't forget to pick the winners for each race and win great prizes. Register today at cnnsi.com. Coming up next, Sean Connery is sent to the Caribbean to investigate the villainous Dr. No. And so for three-time 600 champion Buddy Baker, Alan Bestwick, Mike Hogwood, Marty Snider, Dick Berggren, Mike Massaro, I'm Ken Squire saying so long from the Lowe's Motor Speedway, where Wisconsin's Matt Kenseth is the winner of the Coca-Cola 600.